All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Berserker Claus Show. My name is Jaximus Claus. I have no passengers in my van like I usually don't do, and mostly I talk about things that happen in my daily routine for Friday. Well, welcome to this wonderful Friday. It's 55 degrees, a little bit of rain here in the metropolitan area. And I don't know what's going on this weekend, but we pretty much have a lot of things planned for this weekend for, car shows and whatnots and who's its and bang its and hag its and everything else. Well, I don't really know what I'm going to do this weekend because I woke up with a really bad ear infection today. Like, my ear has got like swimmer's ear and I'm feeling it right now. So I'm literally feeling like, I'm really feeling swimmer's ear right now, and I'm hating every minute of it. I don't like having it. My ears are hurting. My left ear is hurting. I've been putting drops in my ear, and I've been trying to get myself taken care of. It's been raining this whole week right now, so this weekend is another wonderful, so far rainy day. Like I said, it's 55 degrees in the metropolitan area down here by Mall of America. So, I'm just taking it one casual day after casual day. So, if you guys have been noticing things that have been on my Facebook wall, I've been going through a lot of videos and going through a lot of stuff and getting myself more, basically I've been getting myself a little bit psyched up now. I've been going through a couple down things in my life, but I'm actually trying to get myself back up. My best friend Brian Sullivan asked me the other day, he's like, dude, what's wrong? And I said, well, I'm just trying to be normal. And then he's like, well, what do you mean by normal? And I said, well, my normal self. And he's like, yeah, Jack, you play so many different things. He's like, well, what's going on? And basically I'm trying to get out of my funk. I'm in a current funk right now, and what it is it's because of things that I'm doing, and and it's because of problems that I have. But the thing is I'm trying to make everything work, and I'm basically trying to just live my life every day like it's my last day on this earth, and I'm trying to figure out, what I gotta do, and I take every day one day at a time. That's all I can do. I enjoy my life. I live it, one day at a time, and I go from there. So, yeah, I go from there. Still what I want to do with the Mini Cooper, a lot of people tell me, Jack, you still have a Mini Cooper. What are you going to do with it? I'm like, well, I don't know yet. I mean, the car's paid off, but I'm paying off the loan that I got to pay the car off. And so I think I have like 29 or 28 payments left on it to pay it off. So I'm working on paying it off, and I'm trying to save money, trying to live my life, and trying to do things every day. What I'm doing now on Facebook is I'm accepting friend requests from everybody, and then I'm talking to them and saying, hey, if you want to talk to me, video chat with me. If not, then don't waste my time, and then I just get rid of them. So, I do that kind of stuff. But I live my life every day like it's my last day on this earth, and the reason why I do that is because, one, I don't know what's going to ever happen. I mean, there's been some days where I'm really tired, or I'm really, just really out of it, and I don't really care, and I just feel like garbage. But then I wake up and, then I, go out and do some things, and then I'm a little bit happier. And last night I, worked till about 6 in the morning, so I worked till about 6 o'clock this morning, and got off work, went home and slept for 8 hours, and started at 4 o'clock. Well, I got up about 2:30 this afternoon. Got up about 2:15, 2:30, and I got up and then I got myself ready for work and came to work. So yeah, I mean, I'm doing things. I'm trying to be happy, trying to have a positive attitude, trying to just be all right. And I'm still waiting on some things. Like I'm waiting on paperwork to get finished. And that's just how it's going to be. She can take her time on that and whatever. I've told her she can take her time on it. I told her that she can do whatever she wants to do. Just take her time. So, yeah. But I really haven't talked to her much because she's living her own life, which is fine. Which is what I want her to do. Yes. It's going to be raining this whole weekend, so I don't even know if I'm doing anything this weekend. I mean, yeah, we're supposed to meet up at Home Furnitures. I don't really know if I want to meet up there if it's raining. I mean, we went to Elk River last week, and, we had fun and whatever, and we went to Elk River, we did some stuff, and, yeah. But other people had things they had to do. So, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. People have things they have to do, and they have stuff going on. I really don't have a clue what's going on this weekend. I mean, I really don't know. Yeah, I really have no clue. But I just keep on living my life every day. And, I want people to understand, if you watch the videos that are on my wall, on my Facebook wall, and they do seem like they're depressing or they're a little bit down or they're, you gotta understand, this is basically like a video diary, is what these are. They're the video diaries of Jaximus Claus. Basically, they're my stories. They're what I have to talk about. I get bored, so I decide to talk to myself. I do it a lot. I talk to myself because I get really bored and I just want to talk to myself and reach out to people and let them know that everything's okay. Basically, I just live my life one day at a time. It's all I can do. I haven't been able to really figure out things. I'm getting ready in July, I'm getting ready for a friend's wedding. I can't wait to go to Tabitha and Isaac's wedding, or rehearsal dinner, or whatever they got going on. Because I can't wait to go to it. I'm all excited about it. I can't wait to see them get married. Because I think it's going to be so great for them to get married. I just can't wait for that. I think that's so cool. Go ahead, dude. Well, the lane's ending, so I don't know why the hell you're not just, getting up here, because, I'm letting you in, but... But, I live, like I do. I live my life one day at a time. And, everybody says that you're mostly big around Christmas time? Well, yes. I'm mostly big around Christmas time because that's when I'm doing stuff. But right now, I don't really have anything going on. I'm actually trying to get my SoundCloud set up so I can do music and do karaoke again, and do music and do, songs and do things for you guys. Right now I'm listening on my Spotify to acoustic covers on my Spotify, and I just love it. It's just great music. And, I would love to do something like that because that's just how I am. I want to sing and do music, and I want to, do stuff. I don't know how to play guitar. I wish I did know how to play guitar, but I probably wouldn't be able to play guitar and sing songs at the same time. So I wouldn't know how to do that kind of stuff. But I try. Oh God, do I try. But I live my life every day, and I just enjoy what I have to do, and and I just want people to be happy. That's what I want. But I haven't really been able to be really happy because I just haven't been. And I just try to make it work. I really do. I try like hell to make it work. And I just wish that, things could turn around. Now, do I try to live my life and be happy? Yeah, I try to be positive all the time. Because I always try to be positive because I don't want to be down anymore. So I'm trying to work things out to be in a positive mindset, but it's just so hard. It's just so off the wall. It's just so there, but it's like, it's like, Jack, we get it. You're working all the time, and you're happy when you go to work. And yes, I'm a lot happier when I'm at work because I meet a lot of great people and I do a lot of great things. But I just, don't understand, what I'm up to. One of these girls that I met when Zach and all of us went out to Sugar Daddy's, we met a girl named Eve that works there. She's a really nice girl. She messaged me and told me that she was going to be at the strip club this weekend. And then she asked me if I was coming out. But I told her that I'm probably not because I'm busy around the house. But also it's because I got an earache and I'm not feeling very well. No, I'm not feeling very well. I think I got a cold over the weekend. Or got a cold over the week. But it's fine. I'm working on trying to be happy. Am I going to work this weekend? Probably not. I mean, if somebody wants me to work and, I'm not doing something, I'll think about it. But right now, I'm just kind of taking one day at a time. My nose itches really bad. I sometimes think when I sneeze, I'm like a party favor. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing now. I don't have anybody to pick up until I go to Alexandria. Yep. So I'm kind of off right now until things happen. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I was thinking of going and getting some Popeyes down to some chicken, but I don't know. I think I'm going to buy groceries and just stay at home this weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've been getting a lot of weird requests and a lot of weird things from people on Facebook, you know, and I know they're probably like weird people and stuff, and I just don't understand why I keep getting all these weird friend requests and weird messages. You know, it's just messed up. I had some chick send me a message, and she was just really weird. She was just like, she was sending me messages, and she was just like, I got a headache, I'm gonna go to bed now. And I'm like, okay, bye. And then she never messaged me back, and sure enough, she deleted her profile. So I think she got tired of me. I don't know, because I was video chatting, I was sending video messages, because that's what I do. I video chat now. So if you message me on Facebook and you want to talk to me, I'm going to send you a video chat, and I'm going to be like, well, this is who I am, this is what I want, and I'll know that you won't. If you send a question and you say, where are you from, then I'm going to be like, yeah, I know you didn't listen to the video chat, so why don't you watch the damn video chat and leave me alone. I tell you who I am. Because I don't understand why people can't read or listen to the video chats. I mean, there's all these stupid girls that can make TikTok videos. You know, they can make all these dumbass TikTok videos. Then there's these guys that do these weightlifting videos when they're at the gym, but they can't have a video chat message with you on Facebook Messenger. What the heck is all that about? I've never understood that. Yeah, never understood that. No, I don't have a radio in here. So if you send me a message and you tell me that there's somebody there, I'm not going to answer it. I don't answer text messages when I'm driving. This is on a hands-free device. I'm not touching my phone. It's just sitting there, and when I get to a stopping point, then I'll turn it off. But I have nobody in the van. There are no passengers in here. It's just me. Just me being me. And last night, coming back to Brainerd, I had a celebrity in my van. This guy is like a CEO, and he goes by the Pooch. Yep, his name is Stilettos or Salos Pooch, or you know, and he goes by the Pooch. And he was at the BET Awards, and he is a rapper, CEO, has his own music company. And he's a really cool dude. I thought it was Tech-9 at first, but then I was like, no, this guy looks a little bit different, but he's really cool. And he was a really nice and laid back guy. Thought he was really cool, and we talked, had a conversation, and then he said he wanted to go to sleep. So I let him go to sleep. And basically listen to the radio. Yeah. And then when we got to Brainerd, he said he was really happy for the drive, and he said, you know, that I was a really cool guy, and like it was, you know, really a cool ride, and it was fun to be around somebody that was, you know, safe and whatever. And I was like, you have a good day. And that's fine. Nothing more, nothing less, you know. Having a, you know, wonderful day. I think I might get Jersey Mike's tonight. I haven't been there for a long time. I miss the place. Yeah. I haven't had a good sandwich, good sub sandwich for a long time. So I might go get a chicken sandwich with everything on it. Just how I'm feeling, you know. Driving down the road. Lots of things on my mind. When I drive down the road, sometimes I wonder what the person next to me is thinking. Like if they look at me and they think, what the hell's wrong with that guy? You know. And I go, well, I'm perfectly fine. I wish I had a little bit more things to talk about, but I kind of really don't know what's on my mind today. You know, I really feel like, you know, I've missed a few things in my life. I really feel like I'm missing out on something. And I just don't get it, you know? Oh, my ear. So, I bought this thing to clean out my ears a while ago. And basically you tilt your head to the side and then you spray water in your ear. And then you're supposed to like blow it out and then use Q-tips to clean out all the dust and debris. Well, I think some water was left in my ear because my ears got like swimmer ear. Or I feel like I got an ear infection. Or ear infection. Sorry. I got an ear infection and I can't hear you. Yeah. So basically, you know, I have an ear problem. So I'm getting closer and closer to watching Jersey Shore on MTV now. But I've been catching up to all the episodes, trying to get through season 7, trying to catch up with everything. I really do love that show. Yeah. I've been having some pretty weird dreams about it too. Yeah, I've been dreaming about Angelina. And, you know, I dream about her, I think about her. I think she's really cute. I'd love to have kids with her. You know, I'd love to get to know her. So I've been having these weird dreams all the time. Like, one night I had this dream where, like, so back when Angelina was meeting her father for the first time, you know, they were meeting all her members from Staten Island, and she was meeting all of her family members. I had a dream that, like, I was dating Angelina, and then I got to meet Angelina's family, and, you know, Angelina's dad just loved me because of how big I was. And, you know, thought I was really cool because I was from Minnesota and I wasn't from New Jersey. I was a different kind of guy, and just, you know, I basically put Angelina in her place when she was, you know, when she was having a bad day. I'd always grab Angelina, put her in my arms and tell her everything was going to be okay. You know, I was always there for her. And the thing is that I'm always there for whoever wants to be with me now. I mean, whatever happened in the past with my ex is over with, and we're done, and we've moved on. So, you know, we're good. You know, we're just waiting for paperwork to get finished. That's it. And, you know, money to come around. But, you know, I don't hate anybody. I love everybody, man. I don't hate people. I don't dislike people. I love people. I mean, I'll have a conversation with somebody if they don't like the way I am. gets really awkward and quiet. I mean, we had that happen yesterday on one of my shuttles. I was driving down the road. I was going the flow of traffic, and the guy said something about the way I was driving. So it got really awkward and quiet in the van. But today I had this sweet lady, name's Cookie. Yeah, I had this sweet lady that, I talked to, and nicest lady I've ever met. And she was really cool. And I talked to her about my stories and about my life. And, I told her about what's going on in my life, and she thought I had a great life. She thought that I was a really cool person. A lot of people think I'm a really cool person. A lot of people in their lives, they like me. They think I'm cool. They think I'm fun to be around. But I really don't know sometimes what I'm supposed to do. But I just do it. Because, if you don't do it, somebody else will do it for you. And I really don't know if I can go through that ever again. I don't want somebody to live my life for me. I want to enjoy my life. I want to be happy. I went to McDonald's yesterday for my run, and I spent $52, and that was on cheeseburgers, triple cheeseburgers, yeah. And I only had 4 of them. I got 6 because sometimes I get extra food for people sometimes, or I do something. But I got 2 milkshakes and 4 bottles of water. And I realized to myself that eating out, I know eating out is bad for you. And I know that you can make something better at home. And I've been trying to eat better and trying to eat at home. I'm going to go to Walmart and go grab some stuff this weekend, on Saturday when I get off tomorrow morning. I'm going to go grab some sausages and juices, and I'm going to use my juicer this week. I'm going to get a new pitcher, a couple new pitchers, Go for it, bro. In your G35X with your fucked up bumper. Pardon my French. I've been putting money in the swear jar. Yes, I do have a swear jar at home. It's full of money. It's getting fuller and fuller all the time because I'm getting down on myself. I'm not very happy about what's going on with a lot of the things that I've been doing with myself. We'll figure it all out. But I really and truly want to just cook at home now. I want to start, making things at home and having fun and being happy. Just trying to be happy. Might get started on camo claws uniforms next week. Starting to, maybe get a table or get a crafting table in my house, move some stuff around, get a sewing machine in there so that I can start doing some crafting, start doing some, uniforms and clothes. So that I don't have to, fight all the time with getting my jerseys made and stuff like that, because I got a lot of things on my mind, bro. It's just going to take one day at a time to do it. That's all it's got to be, man. One day at a time. I sometimes think that I'm spiraling out of control, falling apart. Then I realize to myself that I could do better. Who knows, man? I live a really different kind of lifestyle. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I live a different kind of lifestyle. Find out who your friends are. Somebody gonna drop everything, run out and crank up their car. Hit the gas, get there fast, never stop and think of what's in it for me. Or if it's way too far, they just show on up with their big old hearts. Find out who your friends are. You know, sometimes I do these videos and I think to you guys, when you watch them or when you look at them, you guys go, oh God, this asshole's on again. And you know, and I get really mad at myself for talking, but the one thing is I don't really know what to talk about anymore. I mean, all this stuff that's going on in LA and the rioting and the stuff going on with, you know, politics in Minnesota, ICE and Governor Walz and all this stuff, you think to yourself, man, what's happening in this world? Why are we all falling apart? Whoa, dude. The guy in the road was on his phone, or somebody was on his phone. Sometimes you just gotta wonder, man, what kind of world we live in. Because, you know, every day is a new day, and a lot of people don't really know what they got in store for each other. But, you know, oh man. Sometimes, have you ever just woken up in your life? Sometimes, have you ever woken up, like out of a dream or out of a nap or out of a dream, out of a nap, or going to bed? You wake up and you just felt like you were falling. Yeah, you felt like you were falling, and then when you woke up, you came to and you were like, whoa, what happened? You know? I feel like that all the time. I feel like some days I'm falling. And I feel like I'm never going to stop falling. And then when I do stop falling, I'm going to hit the ground so hard that I'm going to turn into a pile of, like, you know, just, you know, I'm going to turn into a pile of crap. Or like, it's just going to be skin and bones or whatever. And then I'm going to be like an accordion. And I'm going to be like, you know, like walking and talking at the same time. And be like, you know, like that or whatever. Or that won't even happen. Like, I'll just hit the ground and I'll blow up. Like, I'll, you know, burst. Or discombobulate. That's a big word. Discombobulate. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in the evening. Man, I haven't talked Enough to last my whole life through. Finally found the love of a lifetime. Have I? I haven't found anything. The only thing I can catch is a cold. Well, I can't move the car in front of me, so, I mean, I'm trying to go 75 miles an hour, but the car in front of me is going slow and won't move, so I don't know what his deal is. I mean, the speed limit is 70 miles an hour, and yet this guy's going 65. I can't really go any faster, douchebags. Mr. I drive a BMW. Mr. I'm trying to go 80 miles an hour with my head on fire. Jeez Louise. I mean, I don't understand these kids nowadays. You see kids driving in cars, and they all want to go fast. But, you know, you can't really drive faster than the car in front of you. I mean, you can't push them off the road. You can't, you know, jump over their vehicle. I mean, you can't push them off the road. But they know they're driving slow. Yeah, they know they're driving slow. But then they don't move out your way. No. I wish that you had a ludicrous button in your car that says, "Move, bitch! Get out the way!" You know? I wish you had one of those in your car. I mean, people do need something like that. But I don't know, I mean... Or move, sucker! Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way! You know? I don't know. I just don't get it sometimes. I live my life every day and I drive down the road of life and I try to realize to myself that, you know, there is a thin line between love and hate. But, you know, just don't know where it ends. Don't look at me. I can't go faster than the car in front of me, numbnuts. I moved over. So shut up. Give somebody the finger. You know, Dane Cook said it best. You know, one day he was driving in his car. Somebody gave him the finger. You know, what if, like, that wasn't the thing that you do to everybody? Like, you know, you give somebody the finger. What if you, like, told them to lick your back? I mean, that's what Dane Cook said, you know? Lick my back! Lick my back! You know? That was Dane Cook's, you know, Spark of Insanity skit from his comedy special. I mean, I love Dane Cook. Dane Cook is one of the best comedians out there. He's very funny. I like his thing. He wants to name his kid like Optimus Prime and I'd be like, what do you want to do today? No, you know? You know, there's so many comedians out there that are so funny, and you want to be a comedian yourself, but you really don't know, like, what kind of content to say anymore to not get yourself into trouble. I mean, the world we live in right now is so corrupted. I mean, there's like people talking about how, like, these people, you know, in LA want to riot. They don't even want to live here, so they're getting sent back to their own countries, but they don't even want to go there either. So, you know, I mean, what don't they like about their own country? I mean, do you not like your home? Or, I mean, are you too good for your home? Answer me. You know? I mean, people just, people just live their lives. I mean, my cousin Jill posted something the other day. She posted something on her wall or something like that, and it shows ICE members beating up a guy in a tarmac or in a hallway, probably like a jetway or something like that, and they're putting him down to handcuff him. Now, we have no idea why they're doing this, so I don't know what the video is even having to prove. I mean, is it just showing like an act of violence and people don't need to have violence? Because I think violence is stupid. I think that people, like, when we go to another country, like when we go over to like in a different country, we have to have a passport, a real ID, a driver's license, and something that shows who we are. But when you come over here from another country, if you don't have that kind of paperwork, and you're not willing to show that kind of paperwork, then your ass should get beat down and sent back to your country. Because the thing is how do we know that you're not a terrorist? How do we know that something's not bad about you? You know? I mean, we don't know you from Adam when you're coming in the country. No. I mean, you have a name and a last name, and you could be the person on that name and that last name, but you could also be a person who, blows up buildings or stops a marathon from going on because you're, a bad person. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we let people, live their lives, but they have to have the proper paperwork on them. If you don't have the proper paperwork on you, then you get ran over. That's as simple as that. It's not anybody trying to prove a point or, saying that you're doing something wrong because you're living your life, but if you don't have your paperwork, you can't get mad at somebody who's trying to protect their border. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can make it go easy if you want. All you gotta do is listen to the officer and don't resist. If the officer's telling you to sit down and stop resisting and stop doing something, then stop doing it. Quit trying to make it a scene. Yeah. I'm making a murder scene. Just do what the ISIS guy tells you and lay down. Put your hands behind your back so he can cuff you and take you into questioning. But I see things like this all the time on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and Reels and Threads. Yeah. And I see this stuff all the time. And there's not really anything bad about it. No, there isn't. It's called life. Yes. Lava, lava, lava. Lava, lava, lava. Yeah, it's life. Whoa! She's really coming down. Yep. 3:30 in the morning. Not a soul inside. Elberville's looking like a ghost town with no moonlight. Raindrops on the windshield. Storm moving in. Well, there's a storm here. Heading back from the airport where I never should have been. But I had to pick a passenger. But I picked a passenger. But I didn't have any passengers, so I didn't have anybody. Yeah. So there's nobody on board. I no-showed them all. Because the thing is that there was no passengers. I yelled for them. I go inside the terminal and I say, hey, is there anybody going to St. Cloud, Baxter, Brainerd, Arrowwood, Alexandria, White Park, Monticello? I asked those questions. And I didn't hear anything back. All I heard was people wanted to go to Rochester, Duluth, Eclair. Yeah. They didn't want to go with me. They wanted to go with the guy from Duluth and Rochester and Eclair. So I was okay with that. Yeah. I was okay with that. I was happy. I respected him. I said, hey. I said, hey. I said, hey, naughty, naughty, and a ho, ho, ho. No. I basically said, okay, nobody wants to go with me. So I went over to Terminal 2. Nobody over at Terminal 2. So I just said, okay, fine, I'm going home. I'm taking my ball and my tablet and I'm leaving. That's what I did. There's somebody going to the airport right now. There's somebody on their way down there picking up those passengers. They're going to turn around. They're going to bring them back. And they're going to say, hey, Jack, can you take these people to Brainerd? And I'm going to be like, you know what? Sure. Because I'm somebody who likes to do a lot of things for W-O-R-K. Work. Because I like to do a lot of things for work. I love work. I love what I do for Groom Transportation. Great company. Yeah, great company to work for. I mean, you can save $5 by going online at groomtransportation.com and booking all your travel needs. I should actually be the phone. I should actually be the phone voice when you call Groom Transportation. You're like, thank you for calling Groom Transportation. If you'd like to save $5, go online and book online at groomtransportation.com. Somebody will be with you right now in the dispatch office between the times of 8 o'clock and 8 o'clock Monday through Sunday. I like Groom Transportation. I love Groom Transportation. Great job. I enjoy it. The camera, not so much. But you know what? It's okay. I don't mind it. It goes off every once in a while, and it's just keeping us safe. That's what it's doing. If you can't drive a vehicle with cruise control, without cruise control, then you shouldn't be driving a vehicle, man. Yeah. But I like this job. I love this company a lot. I use a hands-free device when I'm on my phone. Because, you know, I can do 8,000 things at one time. I can. That camera's working, that camera's working. And, you know, I'm by myself. There's nobody in this van. I yelled for my customers. I yelled for my passengers. Didn't see anybody. One of the guys I know. Yeah. LJ. I know him. Great guy. Yeah. Going up to Brainerd. Yeah. Great guy. I didn't see him. Yeah. And am I mad about it? No. I'm not mad about it at all. I'll just catch him on the flip side. I mean, he's probably right behind me. Yeah. He's probably right behind me because, you know, I missed him But I yelled for him in Terminal 1. I yelled for him. Went over to Terminal 2. Didn't have anybody there. So I told John, I said, John, you need to no-show these people because they're not here. And John was like, yeah, man, go for it. So I did. I left. But I was there for about 20 minutes because you're allowed to sit and wait 10 minutes at each terminal. So I did that. Nobody showed up. Don't have a walkie in my car, in my van, so I had to make sure I got one. I laid back and hit the road, 'cause I don't know where I'm going. I sing songs sometimes too, and I don't even know what they are. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I can't see you belong to me. I'm foolhardy. Will I receive your time? I like the girl from Heart. I really like her music. The lead singer from Heart. It's like, she's always got some good songs. These dreams you own when I close my eyes. Every moment I'm away. She's really good. Yeah. I don't know. People are probably going to be like, copyrighted, copyrighted. I'm like, loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. There's a club from there. Is it really funny how your feet never touch the floor? And while living, and jump out, and the wolves of the night, these dreams. I got that song stuck in my head. Have these dreams. What a day, man. Yeah, what a difference a day makes, dude. Yeah. Well, it's like 7:20 right now. It's just one of those days. It just feels so like, weird. Yeah. We were talking about burgers yesterday, and this one guy was talking about Whoppers, talking about Burger King. And I have to agree with him. I actually think the Whopper is a better burger than the Big Mac. Yeah. Because, you can get all that stuff you want on the Whopper, like lettuce. You can get lettuce, tomato, bacon, on a Whopper, and it's good. Yeah. But you don't have that special sauce. That's the only thing. That's Thousand Island dressing. Yeah. "27 more miles to St. Cloud. I'm going back to St. Cloud in my mind. I feel like I have left you behind. I put myself out there and I just think it's fine. But I got St. Cloud on my mind. I am just a drifter. I'm not a hero. I am a lonely guy who knows that I should just cry. I just tell you, baby, maybe I don't know why. I got St. Cloud on my mind. I could go downtown to the red carpet, or I could go to the Loon. Anytime I wanna sit, I think of you. Maybe if I'm feeling saucy, I'll go out to Sugar Daddy's. And I got St. Cloud on my mind, and I'm just feeling fine. 'Cause I'm a drifter, I'm not a hero. I'm just some guy who used to be a zero. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Tell you right now, my friend, I have St. Cloud on my mind. I can turn on 104.7 KCLD, and I can listen to Cat and JJ on the morning of the radio station. Tell you right now, I feel like I'm happy, but I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. But I have St. Cloud, I have St. Cloud on my mind, and I'm getting there at the end of time. That was a freestyle song called St. Cloud on My Mind by Jaximus Claus. I can already probably hear, saying that somebody's like, illegal, illegal. That's somebody else's song. No, it's not. That's kind of what I do. I sometimes sing songs and I kind of just throw something together and do a song. I don't know why it happens, but it happens a lot. But one of the things that I really don't understand is, like, when you do music and stuff, like when you do karaoke and you actually write in the title karaoke cover and you do the song, why is it that as soon as they hear the backbeat, they're like, oh, that's copyright, and then they don't play it, but then you're sitting there singing it and you're doing it because there's this guy, his name is Seth Drums. Yeah. His name is Seth Drums, and he plays the drums to different songs that he gets from YouTube or covers or something. Yeah. And yeah, he gets these songs and he plays drums over top of it, and I think it's really cool. I've watched this guy, and yeah, he's really good. Yeah. He's really good. He takes my breath away. Yeah. I've been waiting for a girl like you. that's a real song. Yeah. But I have been waiting for a girl. Yeah. To come into my life, make me feel good about myself. You know, I always sit there and I think about, like, you know, Jelly Roll. He's a country singer and he's a musician, and he's married to this girl, or he's with this girl that's just amazing. Her name's Bonnie, and she's got her own podcast. And she comes on there and she talks all the time, and I find it so cute. You know, I find Bonnie and Jelly Roll's relationship really cool, really sexy, really cute. You know, because I think it's really cool how they came together. I mean, Jelly Roll was just living in a van down by the river. No, he was living in a van with his daughter, and then, you know, Bonnie come out of nowhere and, you know, said, "Hey, would you like to come live with me?" She's like, "I got this big house all by myself," and, you know, Jelly Roll was like, "Well, yeah, if, you know, you want me to," and I got my daughter, and, you know, and it was like really cute. It was a really cute story, and I love that. And Jelly Roll, he's doing really good for himself, you know. Comes out with some really good music. You know, he's getting some good stuff from Nashville, getting some looks, you know, getting some likes. People love his music. I think he's cool as hell. You know, people tell me, "Jack, you know, you should just go out and sing." And I'm like, yeah, but what do I sing about? And then I started doing these things, these songs, where I started putting things together, and I kind of did like freestyle singing. Yeah, like the St. Cloud on My Mind song. That's all freestyle. That was just something that I came up with. I was just sitting here in the moment, and I wanted to sing something. And a lot of people just sit there and, you know, do things. And I had a song, it's based off of the same beat as Somebody Save Me by Jelly Roll, but it's called No One Can Save Me. And it's called No One Can Save Me, and what it is it goes like this. It goes, "No one can save me from myself. I don't understand why I live in hell. Some say my lifestyle is bad for my health. I don't know why I'm always burning in hell. All of this bullshit and porning and laughing and stuff that I do is wrong. I just sit here and I sing this old sad country damn song. I'm a lost cause. No one don't waste your time on me. No one wants to be around me. My heart's broken and so am I. I'm a lost cause. Don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Nobody can save me. I have no stars out up in my sky. I'm surrounded by lava, know why. They say the devil is right next to me. He keeps on whipping me and burning me out. And all of this bullshit and all of this stuff that I do is so damn wrong. Nobody wants to be with me, so I keep on singing this here song. I'm a lost cause. Nobody waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Nobody can save me. So nobody can save me. So that's my version of Jelly Roll's song, Save Me, but mine's No One Can Save Me. And I always feel like I'm in hell. I feel like I'm never good enough for anybody. And sometimes people just sit there and, talk to me and say, Jack, everything's going to be fine. And I just sit here and I think, what did I ever do to deserve this? I mean, have I been dealt this hand by the devil? I mean, I sometimes feel like I've been dealt this hand by the devil, and if I accepted it, he's basically going to tell me that everything's going to be fine. But then if I turn around and accept his devilish ways, that maybe things are going to be better for me. But I don't know. You can never tell. You can never feel good about yourself when you always feel like you have a devil on your back or a monkey on your back. But I don't feel like, I sometimes don't feel like I have something on my back. I just feel like, I feel like I've missed out on something. Like I left my friends too soon. I mean, I talk about all the things that I've ever done in my life. Like all the cool things in life. I mean, when I went over to Germany and I was over there and I was working, and then I was playing rugby and I was having fun and being myself and, hating everything and hating life and trying to get out of Germany and trying to come back home. But I just did what I had to do, and everything just kind of went, in its own selfish way. But I always look back on everything that I've ever done in my life, and the greatest thing that I ever did in my life was, is just be me. I've experienced what it's like to be married, and now I'm going through a divorce, which kind of sucks. That's the worst thing in everything. That's the worst thing in my life right now is the divorce. But I mean, hey, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Someday it's going to happen, but maybe my luck, it'll be a train and it'll run me over, But I just live my life every day like it's my last day on this earth. And I just hope that something comes out of this where I have a positive need. I'm trying to be positive now. I'm trying to read a lot about Norse mythology. I'm trying to read about the ruins, the Oli statue. I'm trying to read about everything that happens with that because I think that that's real. But I've also had people tell me that that's bullshit, that it's not real. The rune statues or the rune stones that's in Alexandria is made up. It's fake. It's just for somebody to come there and, for tourism. Yeah. Because that's what somebody told me on one of these Vikings and Norse mythology pages that I was on, or Vikings and Shield Maidens page, that nothing that, they do is real. Well, mean, there's 3 books that I have to buy about paganism that I'm trying to find, and I've been trying to get into that, trying to read about it, trying to find out what's really cool and everything else, because, I mean, that's what I really and truly like doing. And I really am a person who's really big on, you know, doing his own thing and always being happy with what he's got going on. So, and I would love to learn more about Norse mythology. I'd love to be a minister. I want to do weddings. Yeah, I'd love to do weddings. Yeah, like, I'd love to be an ordained minister. I'd love to do baptismals. You know, I'd love to do all that kind of fun stuff. But it's just, sometimes when you believe in something and you don't think that other people believe in it, you don't think it's okay. But I think sometimes nowadays, people just need to believe in what they believe in. And if it hurts somebody else's feelings, then, you know, just keep on going. Because you can't control everything that happens in this world. You're not God. You know? You live your life every day until your candle goes out. I mean, it's just like, you know, Elton John did the song Candle in the Wind. You know, and that was the story about, you know, Marilyn Monroe and Norma Jean. You know? And they were actresses. Yeah. And, you know, one was about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. The other one was about, you know, just being in the spotlight of the camera. But were they the same person? You know, why don't you just, you know, go away? You know, I'm not going to go to Boost King, whatever the hell it is, so why don't you shut up? Tigers 55, why don't you go F off? I mean, if you don't like it, change the station. There's other TV to watch. Go back to Pee-wee's Playhouse and watch that, dude. Yeah. I can do whatever the hell I want to. It's called free speech. Just like you can tell me where I can go find better viewers. I mean, I can go on Rumble if I want to. Go on Rumble too, you know. Cause some problems on Rumble. No, we're gonna do a new podcast over on Rumble. I'm gonna do the bring back the Berserker. I think I'm gonna bring back the Berserker Naked podcast on Rumble. I think I'm going to do that on Rumble. Yeah. So I started a thing called the Berserker Naked podcast back in the day, which was the Naked Truth. And I swear a lot more. I talk about other things. I mean, my name is Jaximus Claus, and basically I do my video diary on this side, and then the Berserker Naked podcast is on my other channel from my other guy, my other email address that I'm not giving you guys because I'm going to talk about that, and you'll find that on the other podcast back in the day. So yeah, I'll probably join Rumble with a different account, but anyway, I'm coming down to my final thought. And coming down to my final thing for the night, because, you know, it's been one of those nights and one of those days, kind of want it over with, but it's a long way. I won't get done till about 2 in the morning, 2 or 3 in the morning again, so it'll be Saturday morning by the time I get off, and then basically I'm just going to lay down in bed and take a nap for the whole day. Which I'm probably not even going to take a nap. I'm probably just going to stay awake and see what happens and then take a nap when I fall asleep or pass out standing up like I usually do. But I just want to tell you guys that, I enjoy doing these shows. I still wish that I could have my own TV show, but I do now. I have the Berserker Claws show, which is my TV show, which is like the movie Ed TV. I've been talking about Ed TV, and I've been posting up what Ed TV is. Ed TV was a TV show that was a movie that starred Matthew McConaughey. Yeah. And Ed TV was a story about a guy who was just an everyday guy living in New York. Yeah, he was living in New York or living in New Jersey, New York, or somewhere like that. And he was living there, and basically what he was doing was he was a guy who was paid by a TV channel or a TV company to film his everyday life and turn it into a sitcom. And he would have a girlfriend. The girlfriend would come on, and then if they got really into it, then they would turn the cameras off. But then then she ended up leaving him because, she didn't like the cameras on her, and she didn't like the whole, what's it called? But he loved it, and they paid him a lot of money to do it, which I wish somebody would do that for me. But I would do a lot more other things, I would throw the sex and nudity into the whole thing, because, if people really want to see this naked, that's your choice. You can turn it off if you want to, but, you could just see me naked if you really want to. I'm not the most attractive guy in the world, but I am working on trying to better myself. I want to better myself. I want to get myself into shape. I've always thought that maybe if I was on a show like Jersey Shore, or if I was on something like that, maybe I would be better. Maybe I would go to Gym Tan Laundry. Maybe I would do things like, work out and go to a gym and push a gym membership, But I really don't do that kind of stuff, and I don't know why. I really don't know. I just sit here and take it one day at a time, bro. That's all I can do. I just take it one day at a time. Crew Car Wash. Buy 4 car washes, get 2 free. Sugaring, less painful. Sugar scrub. Bradshaw and Bryant. Grizzlies Wood Fire Grill. House of Pizza, Pizza, Pizza. So I'm coming into St. Cloud. So I'm getting excited. I'm getting home. I think I'm going to go to Jersey Mike's and go get a sandwich. Haven't been there for a long time. But I just want to let you guys know that I love you, and thanks again for watching, and thanks again for being a part of my life. I know that there's a couple of things going on in my life right now that I just haven't been able to, be happy about, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get my devotion and my heart back on and not wear it on my sleeve much anymore, because, I really and truly miss a lot of you guys, especially the people in my Virginia Chronicles. I miss all the people from Virginia, like Brian Sullivan and Mo and Brittany and Brittany Van Camp and Rebecca and Becky and all the people that used to be in my life. Levi Corbin, I miss you, bro. All the guys from Lemoore, North Dakota, miss you guys like crazy. So, just want to say that, I love you and I respect you. And I hope that we can see each other someday. But yeah, that's my final thought. And yeah, talk to you later.